Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Warhammer 40K Veteran. It's been a while. We continue watching Face-to-Face Season 4. A previous round was played between Mikhalic and RamRoud, two Russian players. It's a Russian tournament, so mostly Russians playing here. RamRoud won 41, and the next round RamRoud will play against HG Bzik. It's not round 34, by the way. It's round 35, if I'm not mistaken. I will check it just to make sure. I think it's round 35. One moment. I see. It won't let me open the replay manager for some reason. Weird. Okay. So, round 33, as I've already said, RamRoud against Mikhalic, winning 41, the previous video on this channel. Round 34 was played between RamRoud and Llama, by the way. I could not find the replays for that game, so no video for that round. RamRoud managed to win that with a score 5-0. I wouldn't say it's a shame, since RamRoud beat Mikhalic 4-1. Llama was a weaker player back then, so it was not a surprise for anyone, I guess. And this is round 35. RamRoud against Bzik. HG, one of the strongest clans back in the day. Holy Guns, probably the full name. Clan of strong Russian players, and RUW, Russian Universe of Warhammer, the full name probably. I might be wrong though, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So let's jump into game 1, RamRoud versus Bzik on Tranquility's end. Both players will handle their main races here. Orks for RamRoud and Chaos for Bzik. What other names Bzik had back in the day? Yimba Tier 4, something like that. Yimba T4 probably, but he was mostly playing team games, 4v4s, 3v3s. I do not remember Bzik as a standard 1v1 player. He would play 1v1s very rarely, maybe. As Chaos, though, I know he was very strong in team games, going for this Nate Cult build most of the time. Worked well for him. In the upper position of the map on Tranquility's end, Bzik opens with Chaos Armory and 2 generators, a very greedy start, also a turret. Extremely expensive and greedy opening, also 3 cultists, 4 cultist squads, okay. Map control will be fast still. And he also places a minefield. Oh boy. That is expensive. Very expensive from Bzik. Trying to build up defenses on the left, so to prevent any sort of work harassing here with a big mech and sluggers or shooters. Most likely he was afraid of slugger boys decap. Yeah, these ones might go in there. One squad of cultists trying to harass a bit, already with their grenade launcher. Cultists with grenades deal high damage to Orks. RamRoud does not see the minefield. He might lose this full squad of slugger boys, in fact. Lost a few to the minefield, and the turret almost killed the entire squad. Will survive though. So as we can see, Bzik struggles with economy now. He invested too much in the mines, in the turret. 4 cultists with grenades. That's expensive. And now struggles with building these outer positions. This one not finished yet. RamRoud opened with a banner, so he can reinforce those works, although it's not necessary. He's only fighting with a big mech in here. Thankfully the big mech does not get disrupted like the command squad by these grenade launchers. No disruption on the big mech. He can deal decent damage, although he receives also a lot of damage. When you use so many cultists, big mech will get damaged. Has good damage to commander armor, no doubt. 74 to 20 economy here for Bzik. He cannot capture this relic yet. All of his cultists are busy fighting that big mech. I would have reinforced some squads to more members and use one squad to try and get this relic. $80 to 30 economy soon for Chaos. Still better economy for Orks. Is controlling 2 critical locations now. The left and right hand side one. We'll also get the central location soon. Upgrades LP2s, all of them. Whoa, that's something I don't see a lot done by RamRoud. 1 banner into 4 generators and LP2 mass. That's something I don't see so often. It's good. Well, RamRoud played creatively, from what I can say. He had no standard build, do it every game. A solid build that would work in all matches, all matchups, all maps. There are such builds, but as we can see, he likes to improvise. 1 banner for generators, LP2, 5 LP2s upgraded, 2 more banners and pylo guns after the 3rd banner. And a Storm Boy squad now being added to the party. RamRoud's army combination, only 2 Slugger Boy squads and Big Mech, 1 squad of Slugger Boys. Only 1 member in here, the squad which survived from this turret a bit earlier. Interesting. With the Storm Boys, oh, he cancelled that and went for the 2 Shooter Boy squad instead. Chaos going for tier 2 in the meantime. And Bzik adding another 2 generators. He certainly wants to get those defilers out. A great vehicle in the matchup. Yeah, he will add all the generators. 6 generators total.
Grant us the gifts of the Chaos Gods, Great One.
Managed to decap the central critical location and take control over it. Good job by Chaos. Good hold of the map for now. Has minefields on both outer positions. That will help defend. It would have helped against Stormboy. Harass attempt. Maybe RamRoud realized there are minefields out there, so the Stormboys wouldn't be able to harass very well. Better to just have some shooter boys and destroy all that from a safe range. Cultists get some damage in here. They want to go and get this point as well.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
One more squad was made, by the way. No grenade launchers for that one. Sorcerer is out and Machine Pit is up. A Hell Talon on the way. And vehicle cap increase. Global upgrades for both power and requisition will be made. Good jump in here with a big mech. The jump might have seemed like a waste, but it will definitely kill this squad of cultists. And here we go, the war truck with 2 shooter boy squads will eliminate most of the cultists. Look at the pathing. More likely not intentional, but nobody got bothered by this thing back then. And even if you used that in tournaments, maybe you wouldn't get any penalties. It was acceptable. Tank Busters out, we'll deal with the Hell Talon. Hell Talon though managed to destroy that war truck. Another one on the way. Knobs also were made. Maybe not even for dealing damage, but they will tank a lot of damage. They can absorb that damage really well. Big mech will get attached to the knobs. 2 knob squads. Well, knobs can certainly do some damage to listening posts, turrets, buildings. Good at harassing economy for sure. Listening posts got destroyed and rebuilt in there. More cultists being chased by these war trucks, by the work player. Doing a good job. 2 defilers were made also. The sorcerer got killed though. And now Bzik is losing tech time because of that. If you lose your sorcerer, your HQ will be busy producing it again instead of going for a faster tier 3. A much needed tier 3 for those possessed Chaos Marines and Obliterators. Great units in the matchup. Combined with the Defiler mass.
30 seconds until taking hold victory.
Taken hold victory by RamRoud. Bzik trying to stop it, and he manages with this fully reinforced squad of cultists. I think RamRoud could have won by taking hold if he just defended in here with his war truck and some shooter boys. And this one as well. He could have managed also to win by taking hold. Problem now for Chaos, he is outnumbered. Outnumbered big time. So even if you've got these elite vehicles out, very effective against all sorts of Ork infantry, there's just too many Orks. They are all over the map, harassing and destroying everything. So 2 defilers cannot deal with all of them. So a good thing I've learned from this game, if you're playing against such chaos build, you have to harass in as many places as possible with your Orks, so that those defilers cannot focus all of your infantry at once. You have to distract chaos. Very well done by RamRoud, definitely knows the matchup very well, knows chaos weaknesses, and punishes chaos here. Tier 3 also up soon for work, more than halfway done. No detection for chaos. Chaos Sorcerer again got killed. Well, his low HP commander, I guess he did not have the HP upgrade even, so it's easy to kill the Sorcerer. Those experienced Chaos players would use the Sorcerer jump more for retreat than engage, or jumping over the wall.
Until take and hold victory.
It's like a sort of flash. It's a very low range jump. So flashing with it over the wall to save the Sorcerer would be most suitable usage, I think. Escape a bad positioning in a fight. RamRoud asking Bzik if he's not bored of it, because he's not quitting, although it's already over, as we can see. Work with full map control keeps the pressure. The endless Orks wave, never ending, going into chaos. Lots of Orks die, but RamRoud can afford it. With a full map control and superior economy, no problem for Ork to do that. That's what they're good at. Of course, we will see that much more Orks would have died in this battle, even though they won the game. GG gets called by Bzik. I don't know, it's a difficult matchup for Chaos, I would say, on this map specifically. Ork favored, probably. Not sure what would have happened if Bzik would have gone Raptors. Raptor harass, Chaos Lord. Try to harass these outer points. They were not upgraded for a long time, I am not sure. Although the matchup is considered Ork favored. I struggle in this matchup once Chaos hits tier 2.5 and gets the Defilers, or even a Rhino with Chaos Marines and Orks infantry melts down. However, in tier 1 Ork can deal lots of damage. When Chaos is vulnerable, early game, kill heretics, cultists, do not allow Chaos to take map that easily. It might be more difficult to take the map without Nade Cult. If you go for Chaos Marines, it's also expensive, and they wouldn't be able to cover both these positions and defend, probably. So Ork might be able to deny at least 1 point for a long time to Chaos. Not sure about how you play it on this map, to be honest. Maybe Nade Cult still is the best choice, but you need better timings, better defenses, maybe more Defilers. Let's check the start screen. Well, not a big difference on units killed. In fact, lots of cultists also died, so yeah. Only 3 more Orks died compared to Chaos Infantry. Looks like a Hell Talon managed to destroy some listening posts on Orks. I only noticed 1 point going down, maybe I missed something. Economy was slightly better for Ork. Well, in the end it was much higher. But maybe around 70% of the match it was around the same. Chaos had good economy, he had global upgrades, all generators, all the points under control. The only problem for Chaos was smaller army, almost no infantry. He only made some in tier 3, besides those cultists. He had 2 defilers and a Hell Talon. Game 2 on Titan's Fall. Similar to Tranquility's End, we have the same outer point placement, almost identical as on Tranquility's End. The terrain a bit differs, and there is no negative cover, but we've got big generators on the outer left and right positions next to the critical locations. Not easy to defend them, not easy to get, and quite risky to go for it. You have to be sure you are ahead or do some nice cheese. Different opening this time from Bzik, Chaos Temple and Generator opening. Now, do you really need this generator? Has enough for Chaos Lord, but problem. Chaos Lord might not be enough to fight off the Orks if they will harass these 2 points. Looks like Bzik will go for a risk and do some fast LP2s. Again, banner opening from RamRoud. That means he will play aggressively. A Slugger Boy squad goes right for the decap. Good timing here. Decap succeeds. I don't even know how this works. He sent the first Slugger Boy squad in here, if I'm not mistaken, or the second one. And this squad got this point and this one, right? Very well done with this decap. And now, since Bzik only has the Chaos Lord, he will struggle to get this point back. 56 to 10 economy, realizes he needs Chaos Space Marines for being able to take this point. Chaos Lord can't even fight Big Mech with sluggers attached, he would lose the fight. And a squad of cultists also going down. That's the risk I mentioned. If you open with generator, an aggressive work will be a nightmare if you play like that. And half HP down on the Chaos Lord already. No chances, and work now ends up with 1 point advantage. Very well done. Shooter boys on the way. Second squad. 3 squads of slugger boys, 2 squads of shooter boys. Oh boy. And the chaos will be hugely outnumbered. That's only on 1 banner. Listening post up. Can build a generator, preferably closer to the base, and then place pylon guns here. Upgrade the listening post, build another banner, and chaos will not succeed to take it. He is so far behind. Chaos Lord almost down already. Very well played this time by RamRoud. Insane aggression. Bad decision making from Bzik. This is not safe play, it's a bit of grid. Chaos Temple and fast generator. It might have been better if he only made 2 squads of cultists and made 1 squad of Chaos Marines plus Chaos Lord. He would have had enough also for generator and a bit later on for LP2s. So your earlier squad of Chaos Marines would have captured a point and then fight. And maybe he would have managed to defend this. Now it will be impossible. Work has that map control advantage. He does not even need to be aggressive. All that Ork has to do now is to hold this and slowly get that ever-growing advantage from the resources, get a bigger army, all the upgrades, and slowly also push on this relic. Big Mac might die, by the way. Won't be a problem though, even if he dies. Can be remade and come back on full HP. Strange choice here from RamRoud. Looks like he wants to go for a fast tier 2 instead of pylon guns. Yeah, he's already tier 2 and wants that mech shop out, maybe. Chaos Lord dead, by the way. Only these squads of Chaos Marines alive. And they won't even be able to deal with this unupgraded infantry. Works without upgrades, but they outnumber the Marines. Shooter boys dealing good damage, even without big shooters, they have high damage. Low HP, but good damage. Big Mac fatalities are a pain, keeps saving him. Squad of Chaos Marines down. Someone asked for these camera angles. I used to do that in the past, but a lot of people complained that they want to see this view which the players also see. It's more clear who does what. Bzik is sad, he's only on 3 points. Work is tier 2 and gets his war trucks now from the mech shop. Good luck taking down this. This banner preferably will need to be upgraded. If you feel some threat, upgrade both of them.
Do you hear the voices too?
And pylon guns finally finished. And Blaster Research as the first upgrade, that's for damage. No need for armor, just more damage. And it also applies damage bonus for the war truck, because it has those big shooters. right here. This weapon, it's a big shooter. Some pathing, but nobody complained about this thing 10 years ago. It was a common thing and acceptable. I mean, as long as you do not abuse it intentionally and just walk into enemy infantry and unload, I don't see how this is a problem. You can blame the developers for this game mechanic. It's a bit broken. But as long as you do not abuse it intentionally, I do not see any problem with that. That's it with game 2, 2-0 now for RamRoud. Solid play, bad decision making from Bzik, risky opening, and he cannot manage the orc aggression. The main mistake Bzik did was probably that fast LP2. If he would have opened without generator and without LP2, he would have had more than enough to fight off those orcs without upgrades. Make 2 squads of Chaos Marines, Chaos Lord, reinforce a bit, and orcs cannot fight you. At least until they get those big shooters. It's much more safe on maps like this to open without generator. Well, I hope you enjoyed these 2 games. We have only one more to go. Finally a bigger map, Meeting of Minds. And Bzik again going for nade cult, as in the first game. Most of the time Chaos players will do this versus Imperial Guards. It's not a bad build, it probably can be played in any matchup, except Necrons. If Necrons sees that, they go fast here too. Wraiths, which can kill the cultists. And Tomb Spiders, maybe, were just immortal mass. On the right hand side, RamRoud decided to open with a generator. Well, it's a huge map, maybe he will upgrade some listening posts and then add a war banner a bit later. This is the most standard and safe work play lately. 3 Slugger Boy squads. Three squads because of the amount of strategic points. You have a faster map control. Once you've got the points, you can attach 1 squad of Slugger Boys to the big mech and engage with that.
What's it?
It now belongs to the shooting us! I got the where's the fight? What?
I'm not doing anything.
Up yours!
Again, big mech, if he sits in the heavy cover, he almost receives no damage from the grenades. Well, you do not fight the big mech if he shoots you from the heavy cover, I mean the cultists. Too many cultists will die too fast. Even shooting on the move, he manages to kill a lot of cultists.
Gods, beware!
We see the Orks!
RamRoud not afraid, he goes deep into the chaos base. He sees everything, what he's doing.
My life is forfeit.
No double minefield this time from Bzik. Oh, he built one, but that's only one minefield, not two. And the economy probably allows you to build even more than one minefield here anyway. Huge economy already for Chaos, 98 to 20 on the 3rd minute. By the way, it will be a long game, as I can see.
The bot? Where's the fighting? Who's getting shot up? Yeah.
Now that's not a good fight here for the big mech. He's been damaged by the LP2 a lot. Has to jump. I guess RamRoud wants to win some time, so he keeps staying for a bit more. Win as much time as possible. Even if the big mech will die, he will remake it. No problem. Work economy is in fact even higher. He's got control of 2 critical locations as well. Saves the big mech. 3 generators up. 1 banner up. Second one will be made. And the 4th generator. Chaos going tier 2. 110 to 40 versus 134 to 40 soon. Shoot a boy squad on the way. Well, work still is in a better position. Higher economy and better map control. Pile of guns on the way. And keep building those banners. Have to advance and go tier 2. 60% done for Chaos. Adds the 6th generator. Good job with the economy upgrades from Bzik. He did not upgrade all the LP2s in tier 1 as some Chaos players prefer to do. Instead, you have to do that simultaneously while you go tier 2. As you go tier 2, you upgrade the LP2s along the way and build generators. If you want to upgrade full economy in tier 1, you will stay behind. You will end up
5 minutes until taken
going tier 2 and have massive floats during that time. So you have to upgrade your economy while you go tier 2. Do half of it in tier 1 and half of it while you're on your way to tier 2. And once you hit tier 2, you spend the gathered resources on global upgrades and machine pit. Well done so far by Bzik. He is an expert in this strategy. I'd say he handles it much better in team games than 1v1s.
The true power is here.
1v1s are more unpredictable. You have to read your opponent very well and face whatever cheese and aggression he throws at you. You don't have a team to cover you while you're maybe a bit behind in that tech or don't have enough army to fight yet. You have to be ready for everything and adapt. Tier 2 up for Orks, makes the war truck, will carry 2 squads of shooter boys, these ones right here. I think he will get surprised RamRoud will probably rush in here with the war truck. Or maybe not. The Hell Talon is up here. And can destroy the war truck. Good fortification here on Chaos side. He wants to defend the big generator, builds a turret and minefields. Has to add one more turret preferably, but then the other side will be vulnerable. And Ork can go and harass this side. No problem. Custom gadget research. The best big mech upgrades. I'd say probably the most important mid-game upgrades for Orks along with the Blastier. War Chopper research also in case you're playing knobs. Still, custom gadgets research probably the most important. It gives you huge bonuses, gives you detection range, gives you aura for the units. They deal more damage, receive less damage, something like that. A vision range increased and stun, area of effect stun for on enemy vehicles. That's huge. And it's a cheap upgrade. Probably has to have a higher cost. 100 to 100 would be okay, I think. Currently it's cheaper. Big generator will go down. Those defenses are not enough if you don't have infantry and vehicles around to defend. 3 defilers out, 4th one on the way. That's where the nightmare begins for Ork. All that Ork infantry suffers from the defilers. Even vehicles get some damage. LP3 upgrade. This might have been a mistake on this point. It will not pay off. RamRoud will go and destroy it right away. Defilers are too far away from it, cannot defend. Another LP3 on this one, probably won't even get finished. And Chaos is tier 3, but he floats a lot. Too much float. Yeah, I see now why he invested in all these LP3s. This one won't pay off either, looks like it will go down right now. Or maybe not. He can enable, yeah, forced labor on the heretic and repair it faster. And try somehow to save it with the help of these defilers. 4 defilers out now and obliterators soon. Well, there's so much focus on this LP3, I guess it paid off anyway because of a lot of Orks died trying to destroy it. Obliterators. Where did they land? Oh, right here. Very universal unit. Obliterator can destroy anything. But again, they do need support. If they get tied up by something, they can't deal any damage. You have to support them. Sorcerer has to jump into this Tongue Busters for detection, ability cast, and a lot of them will die. This will be a almost 1 hour long game, about 40 minutes maybe. Tier 3 for Orks is up. More Daka research, upgrade for the flash gates. Well, flash gates deal easily with tier 3 Chaos infantry. They just melt down. And nobs can endlessly go for those obliterators and tie them up. Once they've got tier 3 armor, they do not really die. And if you drop nob morale, they will run even faster, but they also will die faster. Well, too much firepower in here, too many defilers. Not easy to breach such chaos defenses for sure. That's where my Orks struggle. I usually end up suiciding and losing the game.
5 minutes until taken.
But the key to success in this situation is just to play defensively probably. Play patiently. Because in tier 4 Orks dominate the matchup still.
Look at me flash, boss.
You have the looted tanks, the Squigath. Flash gets fully upgraded, nobs fully upgraded. That's a big trouble for Chaos. But still Chaos can try and cheese with his Bloodthirster, jump in Orc base and destroy the HQ. That can be a pain as well. You have to be prepared for that, and you must have a big mech with nobs. Fully reinforced and fully upgraded, so in case you see the Bloodthirster, you jump after it.
4 minutes
Try to follow it with a big mech. Big mech with nobs destroy the Bloodthirster. I think Bloodthirsters die very quick from... Walls die very quickly, but you don't have to waste your jump right away. Try to follow it. Don't rush with the jump, because Bloodthirster can jump away again from your big mech. And you only have one jump, so you have to outsmart Chaos somehow. Or just carry your big mech in a war truck and try to follow that Bloodthirster. Back to this game, Chaos slowly pushes back the Orks. As I've said, the defilers are a nightmare. No answer to that yet from RamRoud. Bzik hits
3 minutes
tier
until
4.
taken hold victory.
Has more than enough resources and goes for the Bloodthirster. Just what I mentioned might happen. RamRoud also tier 4 makes all the upgrades. Looks like he's got 3 Slugger Boys, right. Makes tier 3 armor upgrade also. Squigath is already out, didn't even notice. And goes in. Painful chains of torment applied on the nobs. What's the duration of that thing? They got stunned for a very long time. Many of them got killed. But still, Orks winning this fight. RamRoud can afford to reinforce the nobs and keep fighting. Squigath is a problem. No counter from Chaos yet. Bloodthirster maybe jumping and fighting would be nice. Big mech on very low HP. Would be better if he just dies and makes a new one. You need a full HP big mech to face that Bloodthirster. Or the war boss. Where is it? Oh, here it gets summoned. Summoned from the sorcerer, not good. No aspiring champions anywhere. No Chaos Temple. So if you don't have the Chaos Temple, you cannot make aspiring champions. If you don't have aspiring champions, you can't summon Bloodthirster except from the sorcerer. Squiggeth cannot win the Bloodthirster one-on-one. He has to go back. Looks like they will fight. Because the war boss is coming to help. War boss with upgraded claw will definitely deal with this Bloodthirster. Another thing I've noticed, a Bloodthirster almost deals no damage to Squiggeth. What is that? Or it deals very low damage. Interesting. Maybe because it's also vehicle type. No, it's still only demon. It's demon armor, but receives low damage from Bloodthirster for some reason. The demon will die faster. Chaos demon. Almost down. Probably would have been better if Bzik tried to go and try to take down this settlement. Should have tried at least to jump in and see what happens. If you feel threatened, you jump back. Because Bloodthirster did not achieve anything in this fight. The Squiggeth can get repaired. No problem. No resources from work almost. He invested everything. Keeps reinforcing. Has to build a big generator. Try to save some requisition and build it here. He lacks power income. Much better in terms of economy for Chaos. He's got a big generator here, and by the look of it, work doesn't even know. Looted Lemon Ras. Tanking on the front line. A bad move with that tank. Squiggeth is still alive and he's not even getting repaired. Could have brought infiltrated Gretchens in here and repair it. RamRoud doing a great job not giving room to breathe to that Chaos. When you keep applying this pressure, your opponent cannot focus on one thing. You don't give him enough time to recover. And Bzik is in a difficult situation. I'm not sure how this game will last for another 18 minutes. But it will somehow. Maybe because work will run out of resources and will lose the Squiggeth by the look of it. And there's also taken hold a rule. Countdown for Bzik. 2 minutes left. Has to also decap this point. So we've got possessed Chaos Marines, 2 Chaos Predators, Obliterators, and Bloodthirster will still finish off that Squiggoth. Good job. And what now? Will he jump for the HQ? The long-awaited moment.
Target for chaos.
Weird jump? What was it? Okay, here goes the Big Mac. Jumps right after the Bloodthirster.
1 minute until taken hold victory.
Only 1 minute until taking hold. Look at the Big Mac damage on the Bloodthirster. Of course you have all these buildings also dealing some damage, but it's mostly the Big Mac. It's mostly the Big Mac. Doesn't even need the knobs attached. Bzik trying to win by taking a hold. Will probably kill those flash gates. How will he decap? Only if Bzik is doing a mistake in here will work manage. He had to focus this squad with the possessed Chaos Marines, and RamRoud wouldn't have managed to decap the point. Bzik is not looking in here. He could have won right here by taking hold, by the way. Well, he missed this moment, didn't look there, and the game will go for another 15 minutes. He almost had this win in his pocket.
Green is best. Ours too big to be beat. Not yours. Oh, hey, boss.
Another 2 squads of flash gates. There was some float from RamRoud. Will reinvest his resources, makes the Squiggoth, and more free Slugger boys.
Where's the fightiest?
Not sure why he uses Overwatch on Slugger boys. I mean, you do not have so many resources to do that. You can use that work population in something else. Make knobs or flash gates. Because when you make all those elite unit squads, if you reinforce them to the max, you don't have much work population cap left for free Slugger boys. So you don't really reinforce Slugger boys. It probably was overlooked by RamRoud. Or a misclick. Bloodthirster again, suffering on low HP, gets chased by the Big Mac and War Boss. Cannot do anything now. Yeah, I would say that Bloodthirster is best at destroying buildings. You only have to do that with your Bloodthirster, especially versus Orks. Buildings have very low HP and you take them down fast. Once you have that Bloodthirster, jump into the work base and destroy the key buildings. Either the mech shop, boys hut, or even start with the HQ. You have to try.
6 minutes until taken
Because in
hold
fights, at least in this matchup, a Bloodthirster can't do much. Free Slugger boys taking down this big generator slowly. Without the nob leader, they deal very low damage. Choppy research does not apply to close combat damage if you do not have a nob leader in that squad. So adding a nob leader instead of reinforcing the squad is much better. Possessed squad suffering here. I don't know what this squad is doing in the work base.
5 minutes until taken hold victory.
Painful to get shot by all these work buildings. Looks like the flash gits will finish off the squad, even in close combat. Still plenty of works assaulting the Chaos base. Non-stop action for so much. For over 20 minutes now. Huge power bank on Chaos. 2000 power. 2 demon pits. Sadly, there's no Chaos Temple yet. Infiltrated Chaos Marines with heavy bolters would have been great. At least force that big mech and work bosses must be around for detection. If you make infiltrated Chaos Marines, and if they've got heavy bolters, it's great. They can even kill the work bosses. Can cause some trouble. Or send them on harass. I'm assuming Bzik had a problem with requisition all this time. The reason we have not seen Chaos Temple up. He invested all the requisition in obliterators, possessed squads, and that bloodthirster. Plus, the vehicles demand a bit of requisition. Difficult to bridge. Again, another bloodthirster jumps into the work base. If you don't have enough time to take down the settlement, just destroy the banners, another good option. If you take down the banners, and it's super easy to destroy them, they go down quick, you basically cancel all the work population cap and tech. They have to rebuild the banners in order to reinforce or make units. Good idea to just take down the banners if you can. Good job now with the Bloodthirster. If Bzik would have done that all the time when he had the Bloodthirster, the outcome might have been different in this game. Because it's getting clear slowly who will win this. Almost took down the mech shop as well. Almost. Squig at full HP, the Gretchins are around, they can repair. No detection for those Gretchins. Idle Chaos Predator, for sure it has been an exhausting fight for both players. Bzik less used to such sort of pressure, I guess. So he starts to idle. But he's not floating at least. Well, it's difficult to float in this situation, he's running out of resources. Sorcerer on the way, but I think even Bzik by now should have realized it's over. Troubles with requisition at this point in time. Building another settlement, in this case for Orks, a bit earlier would save and rid you of that requisition problem. Build 2-3 extra HQs. The requisition from them never decays. You always get plus 20 requisition income from an HQ. It pays off in around 5 minutes. The third one a bit slower. But if your game goes well over 30 minutes, probably worth it, especially if you start floating. Instead of floating, you build a second HQ. If you float even more, build a third one. Killaken out finally. Great unit to tank damage. And I think it wins a Defiler in close combat easily, right? We might see that soon. It has so much more damage in close combat. Look at the number, although it's not accurate. It has much higher damage in close combat than a Defiler. It stopped for some reason. Probably pathing. Squiggoth focusing those defilers. I mean predators. Yeah, Killaken just stopped there. I guess RamRoud is also exhausted. It's a long game. Long and intense. Almost non-stop fights. Squiggoth going back, has to be repaired. War Boss using his war ability. All the orcs become faster and stronger. I think they do not lose morale under this ability. Another Bloodthirster gets summoned. Great. Looks like we'll see a final fight. Where will it jump? Wants to finish off that Squiggoth. That's a good decision, probably. Changed his mind. And where will he go? For the work base again. Yeah, there's too many works around here. And the mega armored knobs can deal with the Bloodthirster also. They have good damage to demons. Oh no, don't waste your time on killing the Slugger boys, please. Another attempt to destroy this HQ. Look at the DPS. Even under the repair, I think it's possible to destroy it if nobody is around to stop. Yeah, even under the repair the damage is high enough. It goes down quick. Mega armored knobs though will change the day, will save the day and stop that demon. Also the big mech is around and Bzik has to run away. Bzik also wins units which deal high damage to demons. GG gets called. Intense fight. Kinda one-sided, although it looked like Orks struggled, but in fact Chaos only survived for that long because of his defilers and defenses in the base. If defilers would have been destroyed earlier somehow, maybe with Kilakens or War Track mass or Tongue Busters mass, somehow catch all the defilers and destroy them, would have been much easier. I feel like the defilers caused the most trouble in this game with their disruptions. Good hold for RamRoud, kept pressuring, good aggression, kept the pressure non-stop on Chaos. In such games it's difficult to stop for a moment and think on what you have to do. So you have to do that while you apply pressure to your enemy. Look at the amount of orcs killed though. Almost 600 orcs killed. Did not help. I guess that was mostly free slugger boys anyway. 245 chaos units killed. That's a lot of cultists, possessed chaos marines and obliterators. Nothing else. Well, some vehicles as well. But I think that was mostly cultists and possessed chaos marines. Still higher economy for Bzik. He had big generators for a long time. Had way more power. And almost the same amount of requisition. But a weaker late game for Chaos. It's much stronger for Orks. There was almost no tier 3 battles, they went right into tier 4. So in tier 4 Chaos struggles. If you somehow manage to outtech the Orc and get the Bloodthirster before Orc hits tier 4, maybe then you have a chance. But again, Big Mech and War Boss and Mega Armored Knobs can stop that Bloodthirster. You have to somehow get them into a fight, kill them, and then go for the HQ. In that situation, Chaos would have big chances to win, I'd say. Get a good fight, kill the Big Mech, kill the War Boss if possible, kill the Mega Armored Knobs if they are out. And if that happens, you go for either War Banners or even the Stronghold. Take it down quick, and from that point onward you have a huge advantage as Chaos. Because all Orc tech is basically down. They have to rebuild and wait for the tech tree all over again. Well, that's it with this round. 3-0 for RamRoud. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Leave your feedback below the video. More videos coming soon. Thank you all for watching.